The world had changed, nations had fallen, borders had faded. After decades of war, humans finally found peace. A new system was born, the United Global Council, one flag, one rule. People were tired of war. They wanted calm. They wanted peace. Then it came from the stars. At exactly 3:07 p.m. UTC, every screen on Earth turned black. Every phone, TV, radio, satellite. Then a voice. Soft, calm, alien. We are the Zeltrex Union. We come from beyond your galaxy. We bring knowledge. We bring peace. Panic followed. Then wonder. Then hope. Humans gathered in parks and homes, watching the message repeat. The Zeltrax showed holograms of their world, glowing forests, twin suns, floating cities. We wish to meet. Send your leaders. We await your welcome. The message ended with coordinates, a point in deep space, 400,000 kilometers above Earth's surface. The Council voted quickly. Let's go. Humanity, for the first time, felt united by hope. Scene 2, space 3 days later, Earth's upper orbit. The UGS Voyager 1, a peaceful diplomatic ship, flew to the meeting point. Captain Lisa Morgan, Earth's top astronaut, stood at the window. Her hands trembled. Are we really doing this? Her co-pilot asked. Lisa nodded. This is history. Then, a light appeared. A massive silver ship, smooth like glass, shimmered into view. It didn't make sound. It didn't use fuel. It just existed. The Voyager sent a signal. We come in peace. The alien ship responded by opening a hangar. They were being invited inside. The Council on Earth gave the order. Proceed. Scene 3. The betrayal begins. Inside the alien ship, cameras rolled. The crew sent back live video. Long dark hallways. Glowing symbols. No sound, no movement. Then a door opened. Something stepped out. Not one. Not many, dozens. Tall, thin figures. Black armor. No eyes, no faces. Just metal helmets and long arms. The captain raised her hand. Greetings. They didn't reply. They raised weapons. The feed went black. Back on Earth. Panic exploded. Councilmen screamed. Generals shouted. But before they could respond, the sky cracked. Scene 4. Earth's orbit. The invasion begins. Within minutes, dozens of alien ships appeared. Big ones, small ones. Some shaped like knives, some like floating cities. They came fast. They came silent. No declaration. No warning. No mercy. The first strikes hit New York, Shanghai, Moscow. Energy blasts tore through buildings like paper. People turned to dust. Satellites failed. Power grids collapsed. Military bases launched missiles, useless. Their weapons passed through alien shields like smoke. The aliens didn't fight like humans. They didn't hesitate. They didn't fear. They were hunters. Scene 5. Underground shelter. Mount Weather, USA. Commander Raina Malik, head of Earth Defense, sat in a bunker, watching the screens. All major cities, gone. She closed her eyes. How long? Maybe 36 hours before they wiped the rest. No one spoke. One officer whispered, "We offered peace." Another said, "They offered lies." Raina stood up. Her voice was cold. They didn't come to talk. They came to kill. Scene 6. Broadcast. The alien message changes. Across Earth. The Zeltrax's peaceful message stopped. A new signal appeared. Same voice, but now cold, cruel. You were warned long ago. We watched your wars. We studied your hatred. You are a danger to this galaxy. Now we remove you. Then laughter, mechanical, twisted. Do not run, do not hide. There is no surrender, only extinction. People screamed. Networks went black. Scene 7. The voice in the static in the ruins of Paris. A small radio tower flickered back online. A broken signal buzzed through. This is Resistance 1, if anyone can hear me. The Zeltrax don't want prisoners. They don't want peace. They want our extinction. But we are not done. We fight. We survive. Find shelter. Hide. Regroup. This is not the end. This is the beginning. The signal faded, but the words spread. We fight. We survive. Scene 8. Civilian side. A family's flight in Mexico City. 12-year-old Leo Rivera ran through burning streets. His parents were gone. His little sister cried. In his arms, above them, a ship hovered. It scanned the city. Anyone in sight? Gone in seconds. Leo hid under a collapsed train car. He whispered, "Don't make a sound." He looked up. The sky was red. The stars were blocked by the enemy. Scene 9. The realization. It's a harvest, back in Geneva. Scientists decoded a captured signal. They listened in horror. Zeltrax weren't just attacking. They were collecting. Every life lost was absorbed into their ship's core. Not killed. Converted. One scientist dropped his headset. They're not invaders. They're harvesters. Reyna whispered, "They want our blood. But we'll give them something else." Scene 10. The hidden plan. Project Black Shield. Reyna opened a secret channel. Activate Black Shield. The AI voice replied, "Are you sure? This protocol is irreversible." She nodded. "Do it." Deep underground. Vaults open. Old weapons. Forbidden tech. Rejected experiments. Earth's last line. Not peaceful, not safe, not legal, but now necessary. Let's show them what happens when humans are cornered. Scene 11. The last view from space. From a camera floating above Earth, the planet looked calm. But the view zoomed in and revealed fire. The oceans boiled. The cities cracked. Alien ships floated above every continent. In one corner of the screen, a message blinked. Transmitting. Message to deep space. If anyone hears this, humanity is under attack. Seconds later, the camera went dark. Scene 12. Closing scene. A spark in the darkness. Somewhere in the ruins of Tokyo, a girl with metal arms, a former soldier, pulled herself from rubble. She looked at the sky. Her eyes glowed faintly. "You want blood?" she whispered. "Then, bleed with us." Scene 1. Deep underground. Mount Weather, USA. The bunker was cold. Deep beneath the mountains. Walls of steel and concrete held back the chaos above. Commander Reyna Malik paced the control room. The red lights blinked like warning signs. Her team moved fast. Scientists, soldiers, hackers, all working on something secret. The Black Shield protocol. Reyna stopped, looking at the screen. "Time is running out," she said. Her second in command, Lieutenant Cade, nodded. "The aliens have destroyed almost everything on the surface. The Council wants surrender." "They don't understand." Reyna clenched her fists. "We don't surrender. We survive. And we fight back." Scene 2. What is the Black Shield protocol? In the darkest corner of the bunker, a locked vault opened. Inside, strange machines hummed quietly. Old weapons from forgotten wars. Experiments once banned. Reyna activated a hologram. A map of Earth showed hundreds of hidden vaults, bunkers, and secret labs. Each contained forbidden tech. "This is humanity's last chance," she said. The Black Shield was not a weapon. It was a new beginning. Scene 3. A team forms. Asterisk. Reyna called the best of the best. Not soldiers. Not politicians. A hacker named Jax. A rogue scientist called Dr. Lena Voss, and an AI known only as Echo. They gathered around a table. Reyna spoke clearly. "The Zeltrax want to harvest us. They see us as nothing but resources." Jax sneered. "Harvest? Like crops?" "Exactly," said Dr. Voss. "Our DNA, our energy, they feed on it. They turn people into fuel." Echo's screen blinked. "Data confirms. Their ships convert organic matter into power. It's how they conquer." Reyna looked at them. "We have to stop it. We must become stronger than they expect." Scene 4. The first step, genetic awakening. Deep in the labs, Dr. Vos worked on something new. Strange devices attached to humans in pods. DNA strands twisted and reconnected. Humans were changing. Faster reflexes, stronger muscles, sharper senses. Reyna watched, amazed. We were never just meat, she said softly. We were built to fight. Scene 5. The hacker's role. Jock sat in front of dozens of screens. Lines of code flashed. He hacked alien signals, trying to find weaknesses. Suddenly, an alarm rang. Got something? Jock shouted. A new transmission appeared. Alien ships communicated in patterns, a language made of light and sound. Jock smiled. We can talk back. We can confuse them. Scene 6. Echo's warning. The AI Echo processed billions of data points. Suddenly, its screen glowed red. New threat detected. Alien reinforcements approaching Earth. Unknown ship class, larger than anything seen. Reyna's face hardened. We need to prepare for the worst. Scene 7. Earth defense fights back. On the surface, remaining military units rallied. Small groups ambushed alien patrols. Improvised weapons worked sometimes. People fought like wild animals. Reyna broadcast a message. To all survivors, hide, fight, do not give up. Scene 8. The secret weapon. Project Black Shield activated. Reyna stood before a massive control panel. She pressed a button. Lights around the bunker flashed. A powerful energy field rose, covering key cities. The Black Shield protected cities from alien scans and attacks. For the first time, Earth had a shield. Scene 9. Alien reaction. Asterisk. The Zeltrax ships hovered. Their weapons fired, but the shield held. Confusion spread among the invaders. One commander spoke in harsh tones. This was unexpected. Prepare for ground assault. Scene 10. Reyna's resolve. Reyna looked at the shield's glow. She whispered, "We are not victims. We are the storm they forgot." Her eyes burned with fire. Scene 11. Cliffhanger. The alien general arrives. Suddenly, a massive ship appeared. A new alien general, stronger, deadlier. It landed in the ruins of New Delhi. The battle was about to get worse. Scene 1. Earth orbit. Zeltrax mothership. Command deck. Inside a dark, cold alien control room. 3 Zeltrax commanders stood before a glowing table. Images of Earth cities flickered. Destroyed zones, burning forests, collapsed buildings. Tall figure at the center, the new general, pointed at a region on the map. "Resistance is growing," he said. "We must begin the harvest." Another Zeltrax hissed. "We were told humans would be weak," the general replied coldly. "Then we were lied to." Below the ship, thousands of black pods dropped into Earth's atmosphere. Scene 2. Resistance outpost. Siberia. A snowy bunker deep in the Siberian mountains shook from above. Commander Reyna Malik stared at the sky through a cracked ceiling. The black pods were falling like rain. Each pod opened and released tall spider-like machines with long blades and glowing red eyes. "They're not here to fight," Reyna said. "They're here to collect." Scene 3. Dr. Voss's discovery. Secret genetics lab. In a lab under Greenland, Dr. Lena Voss studied a body. A dead man, not shot, not burned, but emptied. His skin was pale, eyes wide, no blood inside. She ran a scan. "There's nothing left in his body. No fluids, no DNA," she whispered. She turned to her assistant. "They didn't kill him, they drained him." She zoomed in on the scan. Inside the blood cells were traces of alien nanotech. The Zeltrax are not just killing humans. They are processing them. Scene 4. Jox's signal tap. Hacking. The Hive ***. In a dark server room, Jax, the hacker, connected to the alien signal stream. Lines of strange alien language danced. Across his screens, his fingers flew over keys. He finally cracked. I to A message translated. Resource conversion. 12.7 million units complete. Begin Phase 2. Planetary harvest. Jax's face went pale. He called Reyna immediately. They're not here to invade. They're farming us. They see Earth as a resource station. Reyna was silent for a long moment. Then she said, "Then we burn their fields." Scene 5. Black Shield Network. Growing underground. Across Earth. More Black Shield bases came online. Underground. Vaults activated. Old world powers, enemies in the past, now work together. Chinese, American, Russian, Indian scientists built defenses side by side. Weapons were no longer based on missiles or lasers. Now they were building plasma cannons, neural disruptors, genetic enhancers. Reyna led a global call. We can't save everyone, but we can make the Zeltrax bleed. Scene 6. Resistance rises. Guerrilla strikes begin in the burned city of Nairobi. A small team of resistance fighters attacked a Zeltrax patrol. They didn't have tanks or drones, only sharpened steel and homemade explosives. But they moved fast, hit hard, and vanished into the shadows. Across the world, humans struck back from caves, forests, and deserts. For every 10 that died, 1 alien burned. For every city lost, 1 enemy ship was taken down. Reyna saw the reports. They thought we would die quietly, she said. We are not quiet. We are the storm. Scene 7. A child in the fire. Leo's fight. **** 12-year-old Leo Rivera, now hiding in the ruins of South America, had changed. He'd found an abandoned resistance hideout, and in it, a suit, a small light-powered exosuit, made for child size. Medics, it now became Leo's armor. He carried a plasma pistol. Not to fight, but to protect his little sister. He saw a harvester drone stalking the streets. Leo didn't run. He aimed, 1 shot, straight through the eye. The machine collapsed. Leo whispered to his sister, "I'm not scared anymore." Scene 8. The Moon's Secret. Echo's hidden file. The AI Echo accessed an ancient locked file hidden inside alien systems. It showed something shocking. A structure on the moon, buried for thousands of years. Not alien. Human. Echo spoke calmly to Reyna. There was a war before. Long before your history. Humans fought the Zeltrax and lost. Reyna's eyes narrowed. We faced them before? Yes, Echo replied. But you were not ready then. She leaned forward. Are we ready now? Echo paused. This time you might be. Scene 9. The Evolved Soldiers. Phase 2 begins. Dr. Voss's genetic trials were successful. 3 volunteers had undergone human enhancement procedures. They came out different, taller, stronger, smarter. Their senses were faster than sound, their bones harder than steel. They didn't speak much, but they followed orders. Reyna watched them move. One of them, a woman named Nia, punched through a 5-inch steel door. Reyna turned to her team. Send them into the field. Let the aliens meet the new human. Scene 10. Inside an alien ship, human infiltration mission. A strike team, including 2 evolved humans, was dropped into a damaged Zeltrax cruiser. Inside, they saw horrors. Tanks filled with human fluids. Rows of empty bodies. They reached the core. One of the enhanced soldiers, codenamed Vex, placed a thermal charge. For Earth, he said. The ship exploded minutes later. The aliens started to panic. Scene 11. Alien command breaks. The general speaks, back on the command ship. The alien general stared at the battle, reports. Losses increasing. Harvest slowing. Human resistance spreading. He turned to his officers. We were wrong. They are not prey. He paused. They are something else. The lights dimmed. Begin planetary cleanse. If we cannot farm them, we erase them. Scene 12. Cliffhanger. A voice from the moon. ****. Echo activated an old communication link. directed to the moon's hidden facility. Suddenly, a deep voice came through the static. "Is this Earth?" Echo replied. "Yes, we have returned." The voice responded, "Then awaken the vault. The real war is about to begin." Scene 1. Earth orbit, secret launch site, Kazakhstan. The launch was quiet. No cameras, no crowd. Just a single stealth rocket rising into the night. Inside were 5 of Earth's best. Commander Raina Malik, Dr. Lena Vos, hacker Jocks, evolved. Soldier Nia, and the I Unit Echo. Destination: the dark side of the moon. Objective: investigate the hidden structure discovered in the alien signal. As Earth burned behind them, Raina looked out the window. "If there's a secret up there, we need it now." Scene 2. The moon base. Arrival, ****. The team landed near a deep crater. Dust covered everything. No signs of life, but then the ground shifted. A panel slid open, revealing metal stairs going straight down. Jax whistled. "Looks like someone built this a long time ago." They stepped inside. The door closed behind them. Scene 3. Inside the forgotten facility. The walls were old but clean, made from a mix of steel and an unknown crystal. As they moved deeper, lights flickered on by themselves. Dr. Vos scanned the air. Oxygen levels. Perfect. System still running after all this time. Echo connected to the terminal. Language recognized. Ancient human interface. Switching to native Earth dialect. The walls lit up with symbols, then English. "Welcome back. Humanity was not finished." Scene 4. Ancient recordings. ****. A screen activated. A hologram appeared. A man in armor. Face scarred, voice serious. "If you're seeing this, the Zeltrax have returned." The team stared in shock. The message continued. "We fought them before. 40,000 years ago. We won battles, but we lost the war. We sealed away what we could, and we prepared for rebirth. Humanity was reset, memories erased, history buried." Raina whispered, "So, we were built to fight them." Again, the man's final words, "You are not evolution. You are design." Scene 5. Vault of the Forgotten Soldiers. ***A. Large door opened at the end of the corridor. Inside were dozens of pods, each holding a human in deep sleep. Armored, silent, unaging. Dr. Vos gasped. "These aren't clones. These are original. Humans from the First War." The label read, "Project Atlas, Human Weapon Unit. Sleep until needed." Echo scanned them. Vitals: stable, DNA superior to modern humans. Raina looked at Nia, their enhanced soldier. "These are what you were modeled after." Scene 6. Alien reaction. Zeltrax mothership. On the Zeltrax ship, alarms began to flash. The general stared at a screen. "Moon facility has awakened." One Zeltrax officer hissed, "Should we destroy it?" The general shook his head. "No, we feared this day. But we must stop them before they remember who they truly are." He looked into space. "Send everything. No more harvest, only extinction." Scene 7. The First Awakening. Soldier reborn. Back. In the moon vault, one of the ancient pods opened. A man stepped out, tall, muscular, glowing marks on his arms. He looked around calmly. "Status report?" he asked. Raina stepped forward. "Earth is under attack. Zeltrax are back." The man nodded. "Then the cycle has begun again. My name is Kale. I was built to end them." Scene 8. Kale's memories. Kale placed his hand on the control panel. Instantly, holograms appeared. Maps, battles, symbols. The Zeltrax don't just invade. They feed on intelligent life. Every 10,000 years, they wipe planets clean and move on. We tried to stop them. We failed. Now, you are the last chance." Raina asked, "What do we need?" Kale looked at her. "You need soldiers who don't fear death." He looked at the sleeping pods. Wake them. Scene 9, Earth's. Last hope, countdown begins. Echo started the activation process. One by one, pods lit up. The ancient warriors inside stirred. Muscles flexed. Eyes opened. The moon base shook slightly. Power systems overloaded. The air filled with energy. Reyna stood in the center. Humanity died once. Not again. Scene 10. Cliffhanger. The attack begins. Asterisk, asterisk, suddenly. Alarm screamed. Echo spoke quickly. Zeltrax ships approaching moonbase. 8A, 14 minutes. Kale turned to Reyna. Then we fight here. He cracked his neck. Let them come. Scene 1. Moonbase, 12 minutes before attack. Red lights flashed. The warning signal echoed through the ancient hallways. Commander Reyna Malik stood with the reborn warrior Kale, staring at the activation chamber. One by one, ancient human soldiers awakened. Their armor was smooth, black and silver, glowing softly with strange blue lights. They didn't speak much. They didn't need to. They moved like predators, calm, sharp, focused. Kale turned to Reyna. They were made for one thing. Killing gods, Reyna whispered. Then today, they meet one. Scene 2. Zeltrax ships approach. Asterisk, asterisk, above the moon. 3 massive Zeltrax warships broke orbit. Each was the size of a city. Alien drones spilled out, hundreds, maybe thousands, spinning through space toward the ancient base. Inside one ship, the general hissed. The humans awakened their cursed blood. We end them now. The ships opened their main cannons. Scene 3. The defense protocol activates. Asterisk, asterisk, echo. The AI pulsed with energy. Initiating moon defense protocol. Massive turrets rose from the ground around the crater. Blue energy shields covered the outer dome. Anti-air missiles, plasma beams, and railguns fired at full force. Reyna stood beside Kale as the first wave of enemy drones smashed into the defense line. We hold here, she said. Kale nodded. No, we hunt here. Scene 4. Ground combat begins. New verses. Old drones broke through. Inside the base, ancient human soldiers met them head-on. It was not a battle. It was a massacre. One soldier spun midair, cutting 5 drones with a single blade. Another crushed a drone with one punch. Kale moved like lightning, dodging blasts and stabbing deep into alien cores. Even Nia, Earth's enhanced soldier, watched in awe. There, beyond anything we've built, she whispered. Kale looked at her. You're one of us. You just haven't unlocked it yet. Scene 5. Earth. Resistance hears the news. On Earth, in a hidden command bunker, messages began coming in. Alien forces retreating from orbit. Moon-based defense active. Unknown human units in combat. Jox, the hacker, read the signals. It's working, he said. They're scared. Dr. Voss looked up. Then it's time. She pressed a button. Send the gene unlock. Sequence across the shield network. Let humanity evolve. Scene 6. The awakening. Earth's people begin to change. In resistance bases across Earth, selected humans began to receive the upgrade. Their DNA, once dormant, began to shift. Power. Hidden for millennia. Returned. One man in Nigeria suddenly bent a steel beam with his bare hands. A woman in Canada ran across a battlefield faster than any bullet. These were not weapons made in labs. These were warriors waiting to be reawakened. Scene 7. The alien general's fear. Asterisk, asterisk, in his ship. The Zeltrax general stared at the growing chaos. Human signals were everywhere. Evolved soldiers, energy spikes, moon defenses. This is impossible. They were animals, he growled. Another officer said. They were sleeping giants. The general's eyes burned with anger. Then we send the Reapers. No more farming. No more waiting. Scene 8. The Reapers released. from the alien mothership. 5 giant pods were launched toward Earth. Inside each one was a Reaper, a terrifying creature grown from stolen DNA, armor, and shadow. Each one was designed to erase entire cities. Reyna received the alert. "What are they?" Nia asked. Kale's face grew serious. "Death, made in flesh," Reyna said. "Then we kill it." Scene 9, Kale and Nia, into the fire, ***. Kale and Nia took a fast-drop shuttle from the moon toward Earth. Target, first. Reaper landing zone, southern Asia. As they landed, the ground shook. A massive beast, 20 feet tall, made of armor and bone, roared. Its claws cut buildings like paper. Its eyes glowed red with hate. Kale stepped forward calmly. "They used our DNA to build this?" He raised his weapon. "Let's show them the original." Scene 10, first Reaper battle, ***. Kale jumped first, slamming into the Reaper's chest. Ground cracked under the force. Nia followed. Moving faster than lightning, they fought with fists, blades, and raw energy. The Reaper hit hard, but Kale hit harder. Nia pierced its side with her blade. The Reaper roared, then fell. Boomed. A cloud of black dust exploded as it died. Reyna's voice came through the coms. "One down." Scene 11, humanity strikes back, ***. Around the world. The other 4 Reapers were attacked, but this time, humans won. The evolved fought like demons. No longer weak, no longer prey. For every human who fell, 2 Reapers died. For the first time, the Zeltrax began to retreat. Scene 12, ancient message recovered, ***. Deep inside the moon base. Echo found another file. It was a plan, written thousands of years ago. A blueprint for a weapon never finished. It was called Project Omega, Godkiller. Echo played a message. To win this war, one weapon must be completed, but it can only be powered by the blood of awakened humans. Reyna looked at Kale. "Then we finish what you started." Scene 1, Earth 24 hours after Reaper deaths. Smoke still rose from the cities, but the screaming had stopped. For the first time in weeks, there was silence. Commander Reyna Malik stood at a mountain base, looking at the sky. Beside her was Kale, the awakened warrior from the moon. "They're still out there," she said. "Above us, waiting." Kale nodded. "Then we don't wait. We take the fight to them." She turned to her engineers. "Prepare the launch. Humanity is going to war." Scene 2, Project Skyhammer, Earth's first strike fleet, in an underground hangar in Argentina. 3 massive ships stood ready. Old space cargo vessels, now rebuilt into battleships. Plasma cannons welded to their sides. Nuclear cores. Magnetic shields. The name on the first ship, UGS Skyhammer. Reyna walked into the briefing room. Around her were 200 soldiers, enhanced, evolved, ready. "You are not astronauts," she said. "You are not soldiers. You are the hammer that breaks heaven." Scene 3, civilian eyes. Hope rises again. All across Earth, people gathered around radios, hacked TVs, and underground projectors. They heard the same words. "The humans are launching. They're going after the invaders." An old woman in Italy whispered, "Maybe we win this time." A young boy in India saluted a TV screen. 1,000 fires of hope lit across the world. Scene 4, Zeltrax mothership, orbit, inside the alien ship. The general paced. "The humans are rising. Unacceptable," a sensor beeped. "Human ships launching." The general's eyes glowed with anger. "Let them come. We will crush their spirit." Scene 5, launch begins. Skyhammer rises, ****. The countdown echoed through every speaker in the launch base. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The engines roared. The earth shook. 3 ships lifted from the ground, cutting through the clouds. Flames behind them dot into the sky. Into space. Into war. Scene 6. First contact. Fire in orbit begins. As the Skyhammer ships reached low orbit, Zeltrax fighters appeared, small, fast, sharp like knives. "Incoming enemy ships!" shouted the pilot. Kale and Nia were already suited up. Inside the ship were pods, small personal attack craft. Kale nodded to Nia. "Time to hunt." They launched. Scene 7. Dogfights and chaos. *** in space. There is no sound, but if there were, it would be screaming metal and exploding fire. Kale's pod spun through a group of alien fighters, slicing two in half with a charged blade. Nia flew upside down, dodging beams, and fired a plasma bolt into a Zeltrax engine. One of the Skyhammer's escort ships took a hit, exploded in fire. Jax's voice crackled through the comms. "We need a way inside the mothership." Scene 8. The crazy plan. ***. Inside the Skyhammer bridge. Reyna gave a cold command. "We ram it." Everyone turned to her. "Excuse me?" asked the navigator. "We aimed the ship directly at the mothership and crashed through their hull. Hit a strike team inside." Silence. Then Kale's voice came through the radio. "Do it." Reyna took a breath. "Everyone not part of the breach team, evacuate. This is one way." Scene 9. The last push. Human sacrifice. ***. Hundreds of crew members loaded into escape pods, but 20 stayed behind. Reyna, Kale, Nia, Jax, and the best soldiers. Earth had left. As the Skyhammer drew closer to the alien mothership, enemy fire lit the sky. Shields broke. Hulls cracked. Still, the ship flew straight. "Impact in 20 seconds, said the AI echo. Kale closed his eyes. "For every city they burned," Reyna whispered. "For every child they took. We give them fire." Scene 10. Collision. The hammer falls. ***. The Skyhammer crashed into the side of the Zeltrax mothership at full speed. Fire exploded. The hull cracked open like an egg. Debris spun into space. Inside the mothership, alarms howled. "Breach! Human borders!" Reyna and her team walked through fire, weapons ready. They were bleeding, bruised, and angry. Scene 11. The heart of the enemy. ***. The team pushed through dark alien hallways, fighting back drones and soldiers. Each step took them deeper into the engine core of the Zeltrax ship. They saw it. The life converter, a machine that turned human bodies into energy. Jax hacked into it. "I can overload it, but we only get one shot," Reyna nodded. "Do it." Kale covered him. Nia held the door. Outside, more Zeltrax were coming. Scene 12. Final choice, sacrifice or escape. ***. Jax finished the override. "It's done. But it'll blow the whole ship. We have 2 minutes." Kale turned to Reyna. "We don't have enough time to run." Reyna smiled. "We don't run." She activated her comm. "Echo. Begin remote broadcast. Tell Earth we reached the stars." The AI replied, "Understood." Scene 13. Earth watches the sky. ***. People on Earth looked up. A bright light in the sky grew stronger. Then exploded like a new sun. The Skyhammer and the alien mothership, both gone in a single blast. People screamed, cried, cheered. "They did it," someone said. "They made them bleed." Scene 14. The aftermath. Reyna's message. ***. Before the explosion, Echo sent one last message from Reyna. "This is for the fallen, for every soul taken, for the human race. You wanted blood? We gave you a massacre." Scene 1. Earth, 3 days after Skyhammer's sacrifice. The sky was quiet. Above Earth, the debris of the destroyed Zeltrax mothership floated like shattered bones. But the war was not over. Not yet. Across Earth, people mourned the loss of Commander Reyna, Malik, Kale, and their team. But they didn't cry for long. They got back to work, because now they knew it was possible to kill the gods. Scene 2. The new commander, Nia, takes control. In the base beneath Greenland, Nia stood before hundreds of resistance fighters. Her body was still burned from the last mission, but her voice was stronger than ever. They came for blood. We gave it to them. And now we take the rest. Behind her stood hundreds of evolved humans, awakened, weaponized, ready. This was no longer a defense. It was an invasion force. Scene 3. Dr. Voss's warning, the monster serum. In a lab far below, Dr. Lena Voss worked day and night. She had finished what she once feared, a serum that pushed humans past evolution. Past limits, but with a price. This drug will turn a man into a god, and then into a beast, she said. If we use it, we may win, but we may lose our souls. Nia looked at her. We're not looking for heroes anymore. We want monsters. Scene 4. The first trial. A man named Thorn, in an isolated chamber. A soldier volunteered. His name was Thorn. He was calm, silent. Dr. Voss injected the serum into his veins. His eyes glowed. His muscles ripped through armor. He screamed, not in pain, but in fury. 10 minutes later, he tore through 10 Zeltrax prisoners like paper. When he stopped, blood covered the walls. He dropped to his knees, panting like an animal. Nia watched. Expression cold. He's perfect. Scene 5. The Zeltrax home signal. Alien desperation. ***. Deep in space. A Zeltrax outpost picked up a signal from Earth. Skyhammer destroyed. Human resistance stronger than expected. The High Council of Zeltrax hissed and screamed. One voice rose. Send a request. To the outer swarms, we need reinforcements. Another voice warned. We do not know what Earth has become. The reply was bitter. We know what we became. Scene 6. Nia's strike team. Project Revenant begins. Nia formed a new squad of elite, enhanced and serum-injected humans. They had no fear, no hesitation. Each wore black armor with no insignia. Their symbol was a skull with wings. They were called Revenants. When they dropped into battle, they didn't speak. They just destroyed. Cities once taken by Zeltrax were ripped back in hours. Not saved. Just emptied. Scene 7. Jax's data leak. The hidden truth revealed. Jax, the hacker, accessed Zeltrax files from the destroyed mothership. He decoded ancient footage, something horrifying. They're afraid of us, he whispered. In the footage, Zeltrax dissecting ancient humans, trying to copy our DNA, trying to be us. They didn't come here to farm us, Jax told the world. They came here because we're what they fear. Becoming. Scene 8. Civilians react. Fear and hope. ***. Across Earth. People changed. Some cheered the Revenants. Others trembled. In one village, a woman saw a soldier tear apart an alien with his hands. She whispered, "They're saving us." Then, quieter, "But they don't look human anymore." Scene 9. Dr. Voss's crisis. The serum breaks minds. 3 test subjects died during injection. 2 went mad. 1 burned himself alive to stop the rage. Inside his brain. Dr. Voss begged Nia to stop the serum. "This is wrong. We're making weapons, not warriors." Nia looked her dead in the eye. "That's the point." Scene 10. The first outer swarm arrives. ***. A massive wormhole opened near Mars. 10 Zeltrax warships came through, larger, older, covered in black armor. They were not scouts, they were destroyers. On board, the Zeltrax elites hissed. The humans forgot their place. We will remind them. Scene 11. Revenants unleashed. Mars ambush. ***. Nia sent Thorn and 5 Revenants to intercept. No fleet. No support. Just monsters in human skin. They boarded the Zeltrax lead ship. 30 minutes later, the ship exploded. Footage showed the last moments. Thorn, covered in fire, roaring into a sea of aliens, fists glowing. He died smiling. Scene 12. The line blurs, humanity changes forever. Asterisk, asterisk in a quiet base. A child asked his mother, "Are the soldiers still people?" She didn't answer. Somewhere else, a revenant stared at his hands, shaking. He whispered, "I don't feel anything anymore." Scene 13. Nia's reflection. What she's become in a dark chamber. Nia looked at a mirror. Her veins glowed. Faint blue. Her scars no longer healed. She was not human anymore. Not fully. Kale was gone. Reyna was dead, and she had led the world into a new kind of war. "We are winning," she said to herself. "But I don't know who we are anymore." Scene 1. Orbit, the final swarm arrives. Space tour open like paper. From the black hole near Jupiter. The final Zeltrax swarm entered. 50. Ships. Each one, the size of a continent. Dark, silent, alive. They didn't fire, they just moved. Slow, certain. Voice echoed across all frequencies, human and alien alike. Earth ends now. Scene 2. Earth, resistance and chaos. Inside the underground command base. Alarms screamed. Nia stood at the center table, watching the map turn red. Echo, the AI, spoke in a calm voice. Global defeat projected within 72 hours. Dr. Vos stood beside her, exhausted and pale. The serum subjects can't take much more. They're burning out. Every cell in their body is on fire. Nia didn't flinch. Then we burn with them. Scene 3. Revenants break in the field. The revenants were falling, their bodies pushed beyond the limit. Some exploded from inside. Others begged for death. Even Thorn's successor, a woman named Rhea, knelt after killing 200 aliens. "It's not enough," she whispered. "They keep coming." Scene 4. The final weapon, Project Omega. Asterisk, asterisk, Jax's dying message arrived at the moon base. "There's one more thing hidden in the code." Kale left it behind. Inside the deepest level, Echo unlocked the Omega Vault. Inside, a ship. Not like any human design. Not Zeltrax either. This one glowed with white light. Echo explained, "Kale's ancestors left this behind. A weapon that feeds on willpower. Only one person can pilot it." Everyone looked at Nia. She stepped forward. "I don't care what it costs." Scene 5. Nia enters the Omega Core, inside the Omega ship. Nia sat in the center. Her body pulsed. The ship connected to her mind, blood, memory. She saw everything, her childhood, Reyna's sacrifice, Kale's last smile. The ship whispered, "Are you ready to end the world?" She replied, "Only if it ends them first." Scene 6. Earth rises. Asterisk, asterisk, the Omega ship launched from the moon. It didn't fly. It tore through space like lightning. Every Zeltrax ship turned toward it. Fired. Moved too fast. Too pure. Nia screamed, her voice echoing through the ship. "You wanted war? Here's your apocalypse." She slammed into the largest Zeltrax ship. The blast blinded every camera. Scene 7. The AI's final broadcast. Asterisk, asterisk, Echo activated Earth's final broadcast. To every screen. To every voice. To every soul. She did not fight for peace. She did not die for mercy. She burned the stars for vengeance. Scene 8. One last stand. Global counterstrike. All across Earth. Survivors stood up. Old resistance bases. Underground vaults. Even broken revenants found strength again, inspired by Nia's sacrifice. They launched everything. Old nukes, railguns, solar cannons. They threw fire at the sky, and finally, the swarm broke. Scene 9. Silence in the stars. Asterisk, asterisk, one by one. The Zeltrax ships shut down. Some exploded. Others drifted. Then. Quiet. No more signals. No more monsters. Only dust. Only stars. Scene 10. Aftermath. Earth in ashes. Half the planet was gone, but the other half was still breathing. Small fires still burned, but no. Alien walked the surface. The war was over. At last. Scene 11. The child at the end. Asterisk asterisk. A boy sat alone on a hill. His eyes looked at the night sky, now calm. Beside him lay a small metal helmet. He whispered, "I don't remember what it was like before." His little sister sat beside him. She pointed upward. "They'll come again." He nodded. "Let them." Scene 12. Final voiceover. The Legend of Earth. Asterisk asterisk. They came for our world. They demanded surrender. We gave them blood. We gave them fire. And now they tell stories of Earth, the planet that killed gods.